Hey, good morning, Carrie. How are you? Good to see you. Just setting up a little bit here. We're gonna jump back on this spoon today. But I had to clean the space up a little bit. Uh-oh. You want to do some utensils? Is that pine? Oh no, this is bass wood, I believe. I'm gonna move my stuff. Yeah, this is bass. Doesn't give me a good angle. Maybe I can get all this junk off of here too. This is from last night's carving, which was fun and rough. So we're back to get another go. Cheers and good morning. Let's see what we have available. We're making a spoon, if I didn't make that clear enough. Um, Started last night. It's still very, very rough. It's a Flintstone spoon right now with very little bowl, but I wanted to have an idea where I wanted to go with it. One of the things I think is going to be the big thing is getting this spine down. Like, I like that that's happening, but it's way too far down. Uh, so I just keep shaving off of there, and it freaks me out a little bit, I'll be honest with you. Just does. Where's my good stuff? It probably wouldn't hurt to start with some stropping. As an example, here's a little spoon. This is my first, well, I'll show you. This is my first spoon, I think. This, because I put a finish on it. And it's tiny, of course. And then this is my second spoon. It's a little deeper, right? Um, but it's a nice shape to this one. This one, I didn't do any sanding on. This one, I did sand. So, thanks for dropping by, Mike. And we've got a series of knives that we're going to use for this carving. And let's find let's find them. And here's what I realized. I don't like these in a stupid little case. I think I need these to be sitting upright where I can see the blade and I can just grab the handle and work it. So I'm going to make something for these, I think. Something that's going to hold these and keep them at this bench so I don't have to keep walking back and forth or unfolding a freaking briefcase. So, do some quick stropping. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Good morning. Just Me says, good morning, Wes. Haven't seen it live in a bit. Glad to have caught you liking the spoons. What wood am I using? I am using basswood, um, which is pretty common. Hobby shops and stuff like that. You can get it. It's a great wood for carving. This particular one is dry as all get out because it's old, but it's still a pleasure to carve over something like oak. So I am enjoying that. Using my little Amazon carving kit I bought for $19. I really got to start throwing them affiliate links in, you know what I mean? I really do. Okay. So this thing is more complicated to sharpen. I'm trying to get the hang of it, so I'm gonna do it relatively often. Strop this. Maybe that's what I mean. So I'm gonna just do portions of that curve at a time because I really don't think I can get that whole movement accurate where you're rolling across the entirety of that back bevel. That's what we're sharpening, or that's what we're stropping anyway. And then I do this side of it. Something we might find at like Woodcraft Um, maybe. The thing is, in my region, um, I don't know that I've ever been in a woodcraft. Um, but if you're referencing these knives, you can find these on Amazon for 20 bucks. How often do I typically strop? That's a really difficult read for me because I don't do anything with any particular tool regularly enough yet to have gotten a gauge of that. Like, I would say it makes sense to strop. Some people strop uh, before every use or after, right? I think it definitely depends on the blades. These knives are inexpensive knives. So these don't have the kind of steel that's going to hold an edge on hardwood indefinite amounts of time. They will require restropping. Now, I used to sharpen everything with the whetstones every few uses. Um, since I've been stropping, I found that I don't have to do that hardly ever. Like, not hardly ever, but say I was using the whetstones once a week or once every 2 weeks. Now, I would say I'd use the whetstones once a month and I strop a couple times a week. But depending on the use, like I stropped twice yesterday because I was carving this acorn, which is very hard wood, and I've still got to do some stuff to it. But as far as the top and putting in the textures and stuff like that. But that's a very hard wood, so it took a lot off of that blade each time. A lot of sharpness, I mean. Oops. Gotta stop sitting this and salt and all that junk. But I'm telling you, stropping has made all the difference in what I consider sharp and what I can achieve in sharpness. Stropping has made all the difference. And it's not that I couldn't get sharp with whetstones and things like that. You can cut paper with sandpaper if you angle it right. But the smoothness of the cut is becomes a factor. The control that you can have with the cut becomes a factor in situations like that. Hey, the new knife. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Perry, how you doing? Yeah, we've been putting the new knife to work already. I still got a missing. Uh, Please hit that like button or double tap the screen. It's free and it helps Wes's channel out. Thanks, Perry. I appreciate you. That's nice. That's nice. Everybody in here has hit the like button. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. All right. this thing has been spectacular. This knife has been spectacular. The fillet links are a great idea. I have to get back in the carving for winter. Yeah, some sharpening. Nice. I need to work on my hammer chisels. Is that the brand or is that a type of chisel? Hammer chisels. Or are you referencing like a... Yeah, what are you talking about? Perry is an experienced carver. He is wizard level, as it were. So it's good to have people in here with experience that can guide and help. Cheers. Oh, they're the type you hit with a mallet. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's see. Now, I'll be jumping the gun. I am going to do those, some of that emulsion. The cutting lace EDC. They were supposed to be sharp, but they aren't. Oh, I'm sorry. What system are you using to sharpen, Perry? How do you go about your process, my friend? I put way too much on there. This is the 6 micron diamond emulsion. It's not a paid sponsorship. Just somebody sent me some cool free stuff. All right, we're gonna set this to the side. Do that one. Well, I have a diamond plate and sandpaper and then a leather strap with Zam sharpening compound. Nice. Those diamond plates, man. I hear good things. Not cheap, but worth it for durability. Yeah, I'd imagine. But my stones I've had for not quite a year yet. Not quite a year yet. I have a leather wheel that hooks up to a power drill, but I'm afraid of heating the metal up and losing the temper on chisels. I don't think a leather wheel is going to give you too much heat. And what you do is just watch it. And if it starts to change color, you just stop. But before it does that, you just stop and dunk that chisel. Um, yeah, just be willing to dunk it. Have some water nearby, or if you use oil uh, on your tools, do that. And just hit the edge of this little blade right quick too. To slow it down, you can get a variable speed controller for the router. Well, on the drill, generally most drills have a speed adjustment too, and you can slow it down that way as well. But yeah, and we have what is going to be our final emulsion. I just want to get these as sharp as I can get them before we get into this wood, because I know it's going to be a chore. Better try again, Wes. You. What up? This is the zero point 0.5 micron diamond emulsion from EDC by Lacey. By Lace. Let me just put it there. Again, not sponsored. Just a good product. Somebody sent me for free. I'm keeping it, using it, and I'm sharpening the shenanigans out of some knives. And then we're gonna get on this spoon. I was so intimidated by these compounds and things when I first started because I don't, I tell y'all I'm not a professional woodworker. I'm a professional contractor. World of difference. We don't do any of this stuff. But man, once I got good at it though, like it's crazy. Like this is a homemade knife. It's a homemade knife. So all of that is being said to you, not out of my pure vanity, which is plenty of, but to say that things that look hard and difficult are only a series of processes. And you just have to learn the processes and be careful and diligent along the way, as I am going to have to be with this spoon. Hopefully, I don't ruin it. So, we got to get a bunch of this off. Great job, says Kiri. Thank you, Kiri. Just Me says I did a lot of sharpening last season. Found a speed controller for $20. Probably wearing out the grinder, but listen, you can use, well, I don't know what you all know about electrical. Maybe I shouldn't have suggested. But a dimmer switch in any store does that. Just move it up and down, or side to side, or in a circle, whichever type you choose. But a dimmer switch will do that stuff too. It's a good cheap way to do it. It's how I've always done it on tools that I wanted more speed control. Run them through a dimmer. You can even put a dimmer switch on an outlet and plug it into the outlet and slow the speed down. I'm sort of getting to where the top of this bowl, where I'm going to kind of try to define it. I'm going to stop using those kind of words. Kind of trying. Ugh. Ugh. I'm working on it. Speaking in more direct language. I was watching my buddy Lyons this morning, who is my sole spoon inspiration. I had never even thought of carving spoons, really. And then I saw him doing it, and I got fascinated. Still quite fascinated about it. Now, if you want to see him, it's Lyons Fix It Shop. Lyons. And sometimes it says Fish Shop. I don't know why. But showed I just sat and watched him do this and be funny, because he's a funny ass dude, in England. And I decided I wanted to carve some spoons myself. I'm a biter. That's what we would call that in the 80s hip hop era. West does it as a biter. Mm-mm-mm. Carrie says, I love him. He's so informational and funny. He is a good guy. Yes. Bearded Viking Woodworks has jumped in here and poked his eyeballs in my chat. What up, man? Oh, spooning. This is, I think, if they had spoon carving in office buildings, you could just take a little time, decompress, go downstairs. Like somebody come tap you on the shoulder. Hey, Rick, why don't you go downstairs and take a time out? What do you mean time out? Go do some carving. Come back when you got your spoon. I might have stayed in corporate. I worked for a real estate investment firm during the crash of 2007. 2007, 2006. It all feels the same. And man, that company was growing so fast. And I could not just go around and look at projects all day. I absolutely hated to show up and inspect work and see guys working, and I'm standing there with a clipboard. Oh, I hated it. Couldn't do it. Made a lot of money, but I did not like it. It was the kind of job that was so stressful that you couldn't enjoy the lot of money that you were making because you could not really go on vacation. There's too many things on the line all the time. Stressful. So I feel bad for people who have to endure that and haven't found spoon carving. Anyways, he told me I wasn't doing half bad, which was very nice of him to say. I'm not intimidated building a house, but cutting a spoon? Ugh. Spoons are far more intimidating than bathroom builds. Oh, don't do that. I'm so green, I don't even know what the name of this tool is, but I love it. I love it. I was going to cut that the wrong way. I almost forgot, Roy Jones. Stefan, love the woo. Appreciate it. Office work can really suck, says just me. Yes. June says hi. Hi. Perry says looks like a spoon. I've done a few myself. It is a spoon. I've done literally only a few myself. Those are my two examples. I don't know if they're successful examples, but they are examples. Oh, I think I just learned something just there. Watch this. Go down and turn that corner. Yes. That's what I wanted to do. See if I can duplicate the action on this side because that has been a complication for me. Go down. Pull over. Around that. Doable. I just have to do it left-handed, which sucks. Getting better. Working our way to it. Both my sons are left-handed. I'm right-handed, so things can get complicated, but just have to find a way. Yeah, that's interesting. Mike says, "Good morning and welcome to my world of left-handed." Yeah, it's weird. I get um I get asked pretty often if I'm left-handed or get mistaken for being left-handed because the forward-facing camera a lot of times reverse everything. And I always feel bad when people find allegiance with me and they go, "Oh, fellow lefty," you know. I'm like, "No, freak." Just kidding. I tell you what, though, you want a box. Lefties have an extreme advantage in the fight game. So we got some basic shaping and happening, sort of, kind of. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up this edge here. That's a little wide for what we want. Mm. So my spine is mad crooked. making a spoon. You seem passionate about the question. I think my spoon is dipping in a very unspoonable way.